Actually, you know what's stupid is like when I was a kid, I actually thought like exercising a demon was actually exercising, like working out. I used to think like,
Like
oh, like
aerobics.
yeah, yeah, like just like give a demon like a dumbbell. It's just like, oh
Slap a thigh
fuck,
master on that hoe.
exactly. Just give Linda Blair a thigh master, just have her back and forth.
One
All
and two,
right,
then. One
man.
and two.
Ew. What's so
Oh, big old
fun?
thumb. Oh, you know what that time is then. It's time for that. Oh, the music took a minute. It's okay.
Turn up, turn up.
Dude, you know
Ah!
what's the best part about this right now?
What?
Cool.
Twitch is fucking working.
Yeah.
Yay!
So it doesn't
So
look
we.
bad. But anyways, hey guys, how y'all doing? Good old chat tag doing the chat tag show. It's not Double Talk the Free Show. We can talk shit about Corey. Just kidding. Not gonna happen. I'm gonna get my ass in trouble. Ganja, how are you doing?
I was thinking about getting ass in trouble, but that's because I'm that one. I apologize.
Actually, if we both get in trouble. Just give you a call too. Like, hey Ganja, fucking asshole, what are you talking shit about?
How'd you get my number?
I told him. I told him everything.
You snitch.
Oh, Gary, how you doing, man?
69 over here on the chat.
I really appreciate the like, by the way, Gary, and the shares and all that stuff. You're really fucking awesome for doing all that for me. Thank you so much. Ryan Walterson over here saying, it lives, it lives. I think I'd scream way too fucking loud to the mic, but it's okay. I apologize for anyone who is, I don't know, just doesn't like that shit. Roxy, how are you doing today?
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
I'm doing fine.
You know what's funny?
Oh,
We were talking for
no.
like 30 minutes. I didn't even ask you like what you've been up to today. What you been up to?
Realizing a lot of shit. And my neighbor has been setting off fireworks the entire fucking day.
Our neighbor
Hey,
Toto.
it's like not even fun to do that shit like on fucking like during the day. It's like you can't see the spectacularness of it, like the fantasticalness.
I just heard him yell something about Jimmy. No, I hope
Jimmy,
Jimmy's
damn.
okay.
I don't think it was the fireworks. I think he killed his ass.
Jimmy's dead, babe.
Chris Ayers, how you doing, man? What is up? You're gonna be liking this show probably, man. We're
Probably
talking about lots
Jimmy.
of movies. Oh, what are you saying?
He said, "What's up?" And I said, "Probably Jimmy."
Oh, that's fucked. He's saying finally got around to watching Defy Bloods. Holy shit, dude! Oh, I forgot to watch that. Yeah, good old Spike Lee came back, did some fucking some old school type movie, whatever. Pretty cool. Jet Jackson, thank you for liking the stream. Speaking of Jet Jackson, Jet, how are you doing? What is up with you?
I got caught up reading a webcomic that was recommended to me by fucking Facebook, and it has a lot of sex in it, and I didn't expect that.
Okay, so now do you kind of see like okay, but before we even get into that, was it sex that was just kind of like shoved in there, or did it actually make sense for the sex to be in?
Honestly, this story could have been told without the sex, and I didn't know it was going to be in there. Like, I was just like, oh, this art looks nice. Clicked on it, and then on, like, page 2, like, oh, masturbation scene. Oh, sex scene.
Okay, so thank you for saying that. People, I'm gonna go on a fucking rant, and please,
here we
Roxy
go.
and Ganja, please agree with me because I can't lose this fight again.
I mean, you 2-0 right now, so let's see. You might get us again.
So the biggest thing is The Shape of Water. That movie made me mad instantly because right away they told you exactly what their fucking priorities were going to be when they had the fucking deaf girl literally masturbating the fucking thing while the credits were happening. By the way, the credits weren't even fucking done yet. She's already like female jacking off. What do you call that? Flipping the bean?
Well, I mean, this one was kind of different because, like, the girl was literally in the bathtub, and she was literally, like, watching porn.
But this girl, like, I mean, the porn thing would have made sense. This girl is like over there with her fucking memories I can't even see, and she's like, you know, just fucking like.
Remember,
DJing
she
her
can't
pussy.
even see.
Yeah, like you know, like, and then she's like trying to like say sexy things, like, I mean, she's deaf, she can't fucking talk. I don't know the fuck she's saying, you know. Can't even explain like what's making her hard or horny or wet. What's it called?
What?
Women don't got dicks and balls. We've talked about this before on the show.
I know. I keep forgetting about the balls that are on a different gender. Anyways, Roxy, what do you feel about that? About that girl playing with her balls in that movie?
Okay. Well, okay. I'll admit, it's a little much. Like right out the gate, I don't want to see somebody fingering the balls. I'm in there to watch a movie. I understand there are some people that are like, okay, dude, what's your problem? You had a problem with sex? No. My problem is we are literally just starting out the movie, trying to understand each other, trying to, understand what's going on. Then bam,
Yeah, like,
diddling her
right.
balls in the middle of the screen. I don't need to see that right away. Like,
Just
you
fiddle
couldn't
with
have
it.
waited just a little bit longer?
Yeah, in this dirty ass bathroom. And then like I'm gonna be honest, maybe okay, here's the thing. When I was a kid, I didn't get like a shit ton of sex, and I had like a crazy sex drive, and then I just lost my mind. Like sometimes that takes my whole brain, and like when I watched this fucking this movie, like I couldn't get over that. It's like she's the girl who's masturbating. Like it's just that's it. I mean, they have like a lizard going around there, and it's like plus two, it doesn't help that she's gonna fuck the lizard guy. Like a spoiler, sorry everybody, but it's like she's gonna fuck Reptile. And the whole thing about this,
I mean, is there something wrong with fucking the reptile?
yes,
Man?
yes, it's a fucking
No.
reptile.
Yes.
He's a monster.
Someone did actually make a replica of his dick.
What is on Bad Dragon or some shit?
Probably, yeah.
No, not a unicorn.
Anyone who's saying no did not play Mass Effect 2 and did not romance Thane.
I did not. With pride, I did not.
There
She's
you
a
go.
fucking lizard. I'm not hooking up with a lizard.
So
I'm
you
sorry.
didn't make a female character in romance Garrus either.
Oh, I never made a female character.
See? Garrus was the best romance in that entire game series, and you guys are missing out because you guys didn't want to romance.
See, here's the thing that's
I
fucked
can't
up
believe
though.
this.
In real life, that's the craziest thing about this. It's like in real life, if dudes were fucking like, oh, dudes do fuck like animals, and everyone's like, no, you go to jail. But yeah, in this movie, it's like it's romantic, man. Like,
I'm just saying, in Mass Effect as well, you can also fuck female aliens as well. Liara was the most popular of basically male. Actually, no, you can romance her as like in both as a male and female shepherd. But there was also Tali, who was also an alien. I'm just saying, non-alien fuckers need to play Mass Effect.
No, I'm good.
see,
I played Mass Effect, but I didn't fuck the aliens.
So who did you fuck then? Miranda?
Yeah.
I mean, I like Miranda too, but she's not better than Garrus.
I actually hooked up with Jax the first time.
Jax is also good, but the thing is, their romance are cut short. Should have just made a female. You should have just made a female shepherd and fuck Garrus. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry, I have a hard time role playing as a woman, seeing as I have a penis.
No, here's another thing too. Like,
Well, that's too bad.
as I wish Cedric was here because he'd be calling me out saying, "Oh shit, it's Fox News Nick again." But here's another thing I have about the video.
I talked about that earlier because he was on the Metropolis show.
Okay, because the thing is, I have to complain about. Oh God, I gotta like find a way to say this without pissing anybody off. But I'm about to piss everybody off. So fuck it, I will do it. I understand you gotta have lesbians in video games sometimes, but in Last of Us 2, all right, there's no reason for the romance to be at the forefront of this thing. I don't, even if it was a guy and a girl kissing, it's like I don't give a fuck. Like, it's The Last of Us. The apocalypse happened. People are dying. There's zombies. There's clickers going.
Boo! Shut up! Boo! I hate your opinion. Boo! Shut up!
But like even in Mass Effect, why there's gonna be a sex scene? Why?
Because we want to fuck the aliens. Shut up!
Well, then why don't you jack off after the fucking game? Go lay down in the bed and go and do the whole like DJ thing on your fucking vagina.
That's when you read the fan fictions after you're done with the game. Boo!
I'm just
My
saying.
hand doesn't vibrate like that controller does.
You sure you don't like you do the beatbox like do the whole fucking thing like I don't know why I've always thought that was kind of cool. Just the idea of like how masturbation works for girls. It's like imagine like just I don't know. I'm not gonna go there yet. That's
Like the
just-
Benny Hill theme song just plays in the background.
people are like chasing each other around the room with Three Stooges. Mauricio saying, "Hey Nick, is Last of Us worth buying? I don't know if it's worth the full price because it doesn't have multiplayer." Here's the thing: they are going to be bringing multiplayer, just so you know. They have a big statement about that. But once again, it's 2020 video games. They'll say, "Hey, we'll finish making it one day, but give us your money first." Here's the thing: I love the game. I think it's fucking amazing right now. But it's amazing because of story. So it's like, dude, just watch it on YouTube. There's so many great YouTubers out there doing it. We're going to be doing this too. But at the same time, it's like. I really do feel like the story is good. The game is just the most basic, boring shit. And, why even fucking do it? So, with that said, though, I mean, Roxy, you feel like I'm being an asshole with this whole lesbian thing and the Shape of Water thing, as well as the Mass Effect thing? Like, sex scenes in video games, is it necessary?
I mean, it depends on the context. If there's like romantic aspects of the game where you do want to see them like develop and grow as a character, then I'm for it. But if it's just like, oh hey, dick.
Yeah.
You see that 3D rendition of that dick? Yeah. The animators worked over 8 hours to create that single vein that you're looking at right there. You need to sit there and enjoy it from every angle. If it's shit like that, then I think it's too much, but I guess it plays into the fantasies for certain people. I guess, well, people wanted to fuck cartoons before. People wanted to fuck animals. So, as a human race, I think we all just want to fuck, man. So,
I just feel like that's the case. Like,
you sound like such a hippie with that one answer, man. You just
well, what do you want me to
dog.
say? Like, everyone wants to smash. Like, whether it's an anteater or Arthur or, Buster, an alien, Lola Bunny, like,
yeah.
everyone wants to fuck something.
And that's cool. And I understand
Everybody
that you're a
wants
sexual
to
person,
fuck.
so that's probably where you're
Fuck,
coming from,
fuck,
and I
fuck.
get that. But it's just kind of like, dude, whatever happened to having imagination and just being able to like think in your own mind, like, oh, dude, that would be hot, and then you jack off, right? And then like you're so into your own fucking like what turns you on. But if all the games and the movies and the porn sites and all this shit does all these crazy things for you, how does you like how like you don't even have a taste anymore? It's like show me the gross shit. You know what I mean? Like I remember like back in the day, if I thought about doing something to someone's ass, it's like, ooh, I'm kinky. Now it's like it's just basic. It's like what the fuck?
I feel like the porn industry is to blame for some of that because a lot of the tricks used in like early days of movies, doing anything gruesome on screen, it doesn't really do anything now because of the overexposure to it, just the hyper, like, we were so exposed to it, like, right out the fucking gate when we started getting into, like, our older years. But in the beginning, like, didn't John Carpenter mention something about saying things like it's scarier to hear something off screen because you hear the sounds, you hear crunching of bones, you hear shit start to bleed. And the fact that your mind can come up with so many more fucked up situations than actually viewing what's on the screen, it takes out of that.
Yeah.
A part of it happens too whenever you text someone, like if it's 2 a.m. and you're not tired and you're like, hey, let me see that dick. And then he like, yeah, let me see that pussy. And then you start talking and then you get into it. The theatrical aspect, oh shit, there's a firework.
Yeah,
I lost my place. So basically, like, you get lost in the sauce of the storytelling, like the erotica that's being displayed and painted with your words as opposed to just seeing a full frontal pussy or a full frontal, like, dick.
Yeah. But that's the thing, like, I think it kind of, like, fucks things up for me sometimes. Like, for instance, like, honestly, what you just said. Back in the day with movies, if you had a sex scene, it was kind of effective if like they show like the leg a certain way, and then like music, and then editing, and then faces, and then all faces. Oh god, that feels great, the whole fucking thing.
And like the sex scene in like Titanic.
Kinda, a little bit like that.
That was vanilla as hell.
Yeah,
too.
that was
nothing about that was erotic.
No, you're right, but like, back then it was a little bit like that. I don't know, but like, you see so much of that now. It's like. You might as well just not have sex scenes in the movies because they don't have an effect. Like, I haven't gotten a hard over a sex scene in fucking, like, 20 years.
I haven't gotten a hard.
Oh, did I say that? Fuck, I fucked up.
Yeah, you did.
I haven't gotten a hard in, like, so many years.
I haven't gotten a hard, folks. Hope.
No, but, like, yeah, it's just, like, one of those things where, like, you're just wasting my time. Like, I want to watch movies. Like, here's the thing. I'm, like, a family dude. And, like, I remember, like, it's fun to watch shit with your family, especially horror movies. But it ruins the fucking thing where, like, I'm watching with my mom, and all of a sudden, the guy's like, yeah, suck this dick. And, like, the whole thing. And I'm like, Mom, so what are you going to do later on today? It's like, fucking, like, I can't look at the fucking TV, eat popcorn. Like, fucking, I feel like a dumb shit. Like, and then my mom's like, hey, you watching the porn? I'm like, no, I know, but, like, it's part of the story. And then, like, dude, when you're a kid and you got to turn your fucking head, is there anything worse than that? Especially if there's a death scene in middle sex, like, Basic Instinct. When I was a kid, I wanted to know what she did to that dude, but I couldn't because her titties were fucking showing. Anyways, I'm sorry. I just want a big old rant about sex.
Sex bad. Sex bad.
I'm cut. Anyways, but yeah, in video games, I feel like like it's not gonna be a big family moment when you're playing a fucking video game. Like the kid's gonna be in his room by himself playing a game, and like. Before it was just a video game, like when people in the court or whatever would complain, like, hey, you gotta have the ESRB, you gotta have your ID when you get this game. Parents, don't let your children play this. They were wrong before. Now they might have a fucking point. In GTA 5, there's a torture scene. It's fucked up. No kid should be playing that shit. You get to get hookers. You see their head go up and down your dick. And, like, fucking, it's crazy. And now you got this stuff here. It's like, they kind of make a point now. And I hate the Supreme Court, and I hate the fucking whole, like, kids can't fucking enjoy themselves. Like, well, yeah, you guys fucking went nuts with it on these games, and now when I have, a kid one day, he's gonna be in there jerking off at the age of 4, playing fucking GTA. Whatever.
GTA 6 just being his schmeat, I guess. This is where Nick Diaz's world is headed, y'all, in his head.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think about it too much.
I don't know what the topic of conversation is anymore. You're gonna get your young kid like Grand Theft Auto to play.
Okay, when I was a kid though, I played GTA and I was fine. I didn't get fucked up at all. I promise.
Promise?
Yeah.
Think you swear?
But yeah, dude, like I'm just thinking of like, and 5 years from now, like everything's so fucking crazy. Just imagine like a kid just like, do you know how easy it would be to watch a movie with sex scenes? You got Netflix now, a kid can just be in there all night with fucking sugar in the system, can't go to sleep. Just puts on Netflix. I'm gonna watch some people fuck each other. Like that movie, 365 Days that just came out. That movie's a softcore porn. It's 3 hours of just people fucking.
Doesn't Netflix have a thing where basically like they can only show like they have like a parental feature on there?
Yeah, but if you're a bad parent like how I'm gonna be, you're not gonna remember to put that on.
Oh. I'm sorry, Diaz.
Actually, Chris, I'm fucking around. No, it's not 3 hours. No, it was like 2 hours and 10 minutes.
I get to a certain extent because like Roxy, I'm not like I find her legs and like her actual body more attractive than bare pussy. So I get the erotica from like a basic sex scene in movies, but I would admit sometimes they seem like really out of place. Like anytime I've watched like superhero movies, especially in like around the late 2000s when they were trying to do like really like fucked up ones like Kick-Ass, they have sex scenes out of nowhere for Kick-Ass that didn't even make sense to the plot.
Yeah,
especially the second one. The second one was worse with it.
Yeah, and it's like Kick-Ass, like when you watch that trailer, it's like, this looks like it's for kids. It's fucking stupid. And I know, like, whether people agree that the movie's good or bad or whatever, I don't care. The trailer looks stupid. It's fucking people dressed up as superheroes doing superhero shit. So when you're a kid, like, oh, I want to see Captain fucking whatever.
I felt like that with Bad Neighbors, too. I feel like the sex scenes were just there because, oh, dick and pussy, y'all, right? Adult.
But the thing is, at least it was for adult. Kick-Ass, I think you make a better point there.
It was rated R, but let's be honest, it was for, like, this was hard PG-13 because it doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So like same thing with Watchmen. It's like, ooh, rated R, but like as a kid, you're not gonna know like what that really means. It's like, oh, the superheroes. I love superheroes. I watch Iron Man and the Hulk and Spidey Web Boy, and then I watch
Spidey
this.
Web Boy.
Yeah, and you watch this, and Jeffrey Morgan's fucking a chick go above the pool table backwards, or like doggy style. Just like imagine being a kid, like. Where are the capes at? He's just like, yeah, I get this dick.
You like, get a cape right now.
The cape is tucked in between his cheeks.
Always wonder that. You just have a cape on and just like as you push, it just like squeezes the cape. You know what really sucks too? There's like shit's like just ruining sex for me. Another thing too, it's like Jet fucked with me and she said, yo, like, twerk, or she said something about me twerking. I'm like, I would never do that. Fuck you, blah, blah, blah. Just picking on me and shit. And then she's like, actually, when all dudes have sex, they're technically twerking.
Yeah.
And I just started thinking about it. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm gay.
Well, no, I twerk.
I throw
You
it
say
down.
like that's a bad thing.
No, that's awful. Like, I just imagine.
How?
Because life is behind you looking at you twerk on top of a girl.
No, it's more like Slash is, and he's judging you.
I never let my pets in my room while I fuck.
Really?
Oh, hell no.
Have they tried to come in?
I don't know, because maybe, like, fucking, Slash would get on the bed and just kind of, like, make friends with her and fucking, and then, like, they steal the whole moment. Yeah, Chris, thank you. Like, God watches me fuck.
If that's the case, then babe, you gotta train Alan.
Oh, yeah.
Denny?
Oh, y'all naked? Totally. Okay, I'm gonna still come in. My dick's out, Alan. Oh, my bad. Just scurry away like a little bird.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, well, here's the thing, though. We'll get off. We will stop talking about what we're talking about.
Nasty.
Fuck, dude. We start off weird sometimes, man. But here's the thing.
Kids love it though.
I have to talk about this. Chris, like, what are you even talking about? I don't know. It's fucking stupid. But man, this came out of nowhere. I'm surprised that even Corey didn't touch on this, unless he did today or something. But once upon a time, we finally got another trailer to a movie coming out this year. What? Yes. Director Nia DaCosta apparently did this puppeteering trailer for the fucking Candyman thing, which I don't know if this is really, because it says, like, riveting modern Candyman story, and I don't think that she's really, like, telling the Candyman story, because I feel like they're going to change some things around. But it kind of based itself around just the idea of just, brutality against, black people or minorities. I love this fucking trailer, not because of the meaning of it, because that's special too, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be one of those guys that says, like, this stuff affects me as much as it affects, black people and people that are going through it, because I don't go through this stuff. But it was creepy. Like that's the biggest thing about this is that it's something based in reality that we're seeing today, and yet still it was able to be creepy as fuck. But Roxy, what did you think about this? Because yeah, like we were nerding the fuck out over this.
Well, it was deeply unsettling. It was deeply unnerving because you start seeing the amount of injustices that have been happening to Black people for centuries. This is nothing new. So to be able to not only touch on topics of what's currently going on in the world today, you get to see that through Emmett Till was being mentioned there. A couple of other landmark cases were being mentioned there. And then throughout the cases that are mentioned, you get to see I forgot the actor's name, but the actor who's basically I forgot his name.
Jahim Abteen, or I forgot yeah, it's like something
I
about
forgot his
Abteen.
Yeah, but you get to see little touches of him, and then you get to see also the story of Candyman interwoven in there. Because Candyman was a painter. Candyman did fall in love with, what was it, a plantation owner's daughter or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like they wanted him to go in there and paint a portrait and basically capture the essence of her virginity and her purity into painting for him because he was a talented painter. So to be able to see his story there, also intertwined with the injustices that were going on, it sticks with you, man. This was definitely beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, not that the injustices were beautiful, but just the way that, I hate saying this, but the cinematography,
yeah.
The way it was filmed, the way it feels so fluid, the way you actually feel unnerving, you feel uncomfortable. Just to see all that play out, like, and be intertwined very beautifully, I might add.
Yeah.
It really does stick with you.
And they're able to put a passion behind it too. Like the fact that they did this so like I just like I know it sounds like we're being like almost like we're hyping this up too much. And trust me, I'm not like that hyped about Candyman because the first trailer I did not like. So don't think that I'm basing this off of just my excitement because I'm not that excited. But yes, but looking at this and it's like there's so much emotion just got through with me. Like I don't know. I mean, music's very, very important, and pacing is so important. And it's like little things like that. It just, man, it affected me so fucking much. Like I had goosebumps. I haven't had goosebumps in the trailer for a long, long time. I mean, this is creepier. I mean, like this picture right here. This dude looks like fucking Babadook, and I don't think that that's Candyman. That's the slave owner or whatever. That's fucked up, man. Like there's a lot about this. I'm really, really hyped to see how they're gonna touch on the movie now because if the pacing's anything like this and the passion behind it and the artistic like framing everything is like this in the movie, like we got some really good shit coming up here soon, man. And I cannot fucking wait. But Jet, what'd you feel about this? Because I know you weren't too hyped about Candyman before and you weren't super enthusiastic about the original movie. But this, what are you thinking?
Honestly, this trailer actually sold me on the movie. It's so beautifully done. Like you'll rarely hear me say this about literally any trailers, but like this one actually affected me to where I actually do want to see the movie. It's so creepy. It's so like well done. And I'm not someone who actually like pays attention to trailers either. Like if you were to tell me like, oh, do you remember this trailer? I've been like, no. This one I feel like I'll remember.
Yeah, I mean, and like you can tell too. I didn't even notice this before, but now I have it like zoomed up on the show. Like the paper, you can see like just like the like transparency through this paper that everything's being like kind of put on and silhouetted on and everything. I'm like, dude, like this is fucking amazing, But yeah, like the theme song, Jet. What'd you feel about that? Because that's something that's been around for Candyman forever too. Do you like the version they did here better than the one from before, or not really?
I didn't even remember them using it before, but I do remember it in this trailer.
Yeah, because like Roxy even asked me this too. She was like, yeah, what'd you feel about that? What'd you say, Roxy, when you asked me about the song? Because like something was different here. I forgot like what they used to do the music here.
Kind of like a music box effect.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, like what are you feeling about this version versus like the one we got in the original movie? Do you like this better?
I like this a hell of a lot better because Spooky Beyonce just felt like an easy way to slap something onto this and be like, okay, Beyonce's hot. She sells shit. So if we slap her onto this, people are gonna fucking love it. I was not a fan of the slow down, say my name thing. With this one, like the fact that paper and shadows could make you feel such emotions, the fact that paper and shadows, you could actually genuinely feel what the people were going through. fear, love, lust, anger, frustration. All of those were perfectly captured here in this one, as opposed to say my name, say my name.
And not to talk shit about Beyonce or anything. That's a, I mean, if
I
you
love
like this one,
Beyonce, but I hated the fact that they slowed down "Say My Name" because it's Candyman. You can't say his name, otherwise you deed.
yeah. I mean, here's the thing too, because I'm looking at this as well. I'm thinking because like obviously if they come out with this trailer, because we're talking about something now soon that has to do with trailers and Hollywood being at unrest and everything. But I'm thinking too, like if they put this out, they might just be teasing an actual full like second official trailer. But do you think this might be coming out soon, Rox, or no?
The new trailer?
More so the movie, but yeah, the trailer too. Like, do you feel like this came out only because they're about to show everything soon?
Possibly, but I'm not too sure because I feel like generally with something with this much driving force behind it, a lot of people would like to see this in the theaters. But with the uncertainty that's going on in the world right now, not just with the fight for literally Black people's rights, but just the fact that these places are opening up in the middle of a pandemic and saying, like, oh, hey, you can come in here without a mask, without gloves
Yeah.
on. Bring your disgusting ass down here right now and put your nasty ass in our nasty ass seats because we gotta make money.
Yeah, man. And by the way, yeah, Marissa said they retracted on that, but the fact that they even had to retract is kind of like, oh, Jesus
Mm-hmm.
Christ, But Ganja, I'm gonna ask you, man. And I saved you for last because of the fact that you do touch on a lot, especially on your other show, the Metropolis Collective. You talk about so many political injustices and everything too. Do you think that this is winning an audience that's not into horror? Do you feel like this is winning people like you are?
Most definitely, because like what you guys mentioned with the silhouettes and the different puppetry that went on in the beginning, it felt very somber and it felt very creative, and it was one of those things that I think a lot of people would appreciate, being able to tell a story through like silhouettes and marionettes that don't actually have dialogue. It's just music and it's just what you're seeing on the screen. And like Roxy said, with the whole like Emmett Till as well as a bunch of other historical killings that have happened throughout history, and just the ones we know about are ones that I like that with the way they portrayed it and show it building up to the fact that we saw Candyman's tragic death as a lead up to like, oh, he's just another one of these stories. I'm wondering how they're going to integrate that into it because one of the things I do kind of see a little problem with the Candyman characters, he killed a lot of black people in the movie.
Yeah, yeah, in the original.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see him being a revenge ghost if he's killing the people he comes from. So I'm wondering if they're going to switch that up with this one and it's going to be more towards him like haunting white people. And they did that with the trailer with "Say My Name," and it showed like the whole like high school party and people saying it in front of the mirror. But I'm kind of interested after the trailer. This trailer felt like really a horror movie trailer. It didn't feel like some generic like straight to DVD shit like the "Say My Name" one, which I felt like was a parody of the Get Out series.
Yeah, yeah. Like, or definitely, like, they're trying to, like, do the Jordan Peele thingy. And it's like, okay, well, that's cool. It worked for us and everything. But, like, you can't just keep stealing with his. Like, Nia is a director doing her own thing. She doesn't have to copy anything that Jordan Peele's doing. And yet they still
Right.
did that because it's almost, like, obligatory to keep that thing going on. And it's like, I don't even think Jordan Peele would like that at this point. He's like, hey, can you please leave me the fuck alone? Like, like. Because everyone's doing there's this movie called Annabellum, and they make sure to put right in the forefront. The producers of Us and Get Out. It's like, you guys are squeezing the fuck out of this grapefruit. Like, I know you guys like Get Out. I know you like Us. But you can't. You're using this too much now. It's like you're prostituting the fucking movie. And yeah, I hope that that kind of stops. But Candyman does make sense to do that for. But we'll see what happens. But on the subject with horror movies, though, I do want to touch on this because my boy Michael Myers is coming back.
Dito, dito, dito.
I thought you were saying Beetlejuice for a second.
Oh.
Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Yeah.
now you're gonna get haunted, dog. You fucked up.
You said his name. But no, apparently Jason Blum did an interview with some kind of like fucking convention or fan expo or something. He says that there's a big quote here. The reason trailer A hasn't come out yet is because we don't know what the world is going to look like in October. Right now, we are still planning on releasing the movie in October, but if there's a way to release it theatrically, then we're not sure. So we're going to release a trailer or we're not going to release a trailer until we are very sure that people are going to go see the movie. So that's the holdup, but we have a great trailer and a great movie, and I can't wait for everybody to see it. And I say, bullshit! I'm mad. I don't understand why this can't just come out on fucking, like, row8.com or Universal Pictures website, whatever the fuck. You guys have other options. But I'm going to shut myself up. Roxy, what do you feel about this? Are you mad? What are you feeling?
Well, I can understand like why they don't really want to go to VOD to a certain extent. I understand that they do want to make their money, but there's a lot of factors that they have to wait out on. There's a lot of uncertain factors that you are basically at the casino trying to do your best to make sure that you come out with what you came in with, and I don't think that's necessarily going to happen, or at least it's very unlikely, especially with the shit that happened with AMC. Like Mauricio mentioned, like, yeah, they did get rid of it, but just the fact that you put that out in the first place, everyone was completely okay with it, with no one coming in with masks. That just shows how irresponsible it is. And the fact that they do want people to go see this in theaters is a very big what if, because you don't know if those theater chains are going to be there. How responsible are the guidelines going to be in regards to the COVID pandemic that we're in right now? And then advertising. Advertising is expensive as shit. So I do understand they do want to make their money's worth, but it's pretty uncertain.
Yeah, it's uncertain as fuck, and it's like they even released this thing on Instagram a while back. It's a little preview, whatever the fuck, and it's like, oh shit, it's gonna be cool as fuck. They even have pictures, and I don't have them ready, but like they had pictures showing like they're gonna be in the 1978 realm. They're gonna be like a flashback scene. There's so many things that they're kind of showing you because they can't help but show something because they're so excited about this. So their excitement has me excited, but at the same time, it's like I don't think like this is your time to really change just how these movies are distributed. And it's like the movie theater thing has been dumb for a while. You really want the most audience to see this because they're the people that are going to be talking word of mouth on this shit. And I don't understand why you had to be theatrical. There's so much money that's going to be made there, yes, of course. But like what somebody else said, I thought this was Universal Studios. Maybe they have like a jointed licensing thing going on, but I can't understand how they can't just release this on Universal Pictures website. And I thought movie theaters were totally like against Universal like properties being on the big screen. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Jed, I'm gonna ask you, what do you feel about this? I mean, I know you weren't too excited about Halloween Kills, but yeah, I mean, when do you think you're ever gonna go back to the movie theater? First of all.
Here's the thing. I'm not trying to get sick. So probably not until like cases really, really go down because everything opening up now is way too soon. It's just like I'm not gonna risk it. I refuse. Even with a mask, it's still a reduced chance, but still, like, I don't want to take any chance of getting sick. And this does seem like a movie that you need to see in theaters. So, I mean, I don't mind waiting.
Yeah, see, I don't mind waiting too, but at the same time, I'm like, we're gonna wait so fucking long. This is just kind of, I don't know, like excitement does dry out. It's almost like a fruit, you know what I mean? Like it becomes perishable after a while. So that's an issue for me. But
if your excitement for like the movie goes down, like after for them basically taking safety procedures, like was the movie actually even like that good in the first place?
Dude, that's a good question, honestly. And it's like maybe I'm lying to myself.
Or like worth it?
Yeah, maybe it's the hype that I have, you know what I mean, and I just don't realize like how full of shit I am in that sense. So you do make a very valid point with that. But still, man, I guess it's just 2018. It was such a good fucking Halloween movie. I loved it so much. Why does this have to happen? Damn it, Corona! Why are you doing this to me?
God damn you, Corona!
What are you feeling about this, man? What are you feeling about good old Michael Myers being theatrical only, or just being really, really fucking late?
I'm not surprised. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if the studios put pressure on him, honestly. And this was something after what they had success with their Trolls movies and make it so much it did, it scares studios. So if given like maybe a year or two, maybe a couple more than that, we'll find some like secret deal that was planned between Hollywood and not Hollywood, but like the Hollywood movie theater systems and and Universal Studios, and it's going to be like some cut deal where they get more percentage of concession stands or more concessions, more ticket sales or some shit, where they saw it as a viable deal more than just constantly building up the space for VOD or any kind of software development where they can do like kind of like streaming services like Netflix. So I like that's something that's going to be interesting in the next coming months, especially as more things start to open up, like Jet mention. I got caught mouth for a second. Let me drink some water. But when it comes to that shit, like I'm interested, but to a certain extent, I'm also I want movie theaters to die a little bit because, to be honest with you, I like them to be more of a vast experience rather than just some kind of McDonald's chain event shit that they've become.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Where every movie theater is the same, and the best product experience they can give you is if you pay for the best
Food.
ticket price, you go get a chair that puts your ass in like a relaxed position. But there's nothing different in terms of the service or even the quality of the screen production. So I wouldn't mind actually going straight to VOD, honestly, and seeing that transition further because I think the studios will make more money, and you can break the monopoly that these theaters have over the rights of film companies.
Yeah. And on the subject too, this will be the last thing we're probably going to talk about, except for one video game thing I want to bitch about. But on the whole idea of the VOD and blah blah all this other shit, Scoob is apparently making its way onto fucking HBO Max.
Scooby-Doo.
June 26th, it's gonna be out, and I don't understand why. Because here's the thing, man. HBO Max, technically, like, once you buy it, here's the thing. Like, every time I sell somebody, like, on a streaming service, whatever, it's always like, yeah, you buy it, but then all these movies are free. When it technically isn't free. Like, I mean, it's just not. You do pay a monthly fee, right? My whole thing is, like, why the fuck? Like, after Scoob and, like, Trolls and all these things being online, Kino Stan Island, if these things come out so fucking soon onto other devices that are free, technically, because I already pay for them, why the fuck would I ever buy them in the first place? I think that Scoob going on fucking VOD this soon, or not VOD, but HBO Max so soon, this is absolutely the worst thing they could have fucking done. This is such a stupid, stupid, stupid idea because everyone else is going to follow suit. There's going to be lots of people that are going to follow suit. And I'm telling you, if Keen Stan Island follows suit, or fucking Body Cam, or any of these other movies, if they follow suit, this is going to be fucking terrible because now no one will ever buy these movies when they first release. And then you're going to need the theaters again. Just like what me and Gandhi were saying earlier about, like, oh, yeah, theaters need to go anyways because blah, blah, blah. Well, you're about to give them a fucking reason to go back to the theaters. And then people are going to have to go there and get fucking sick because you guys are going to fuck up this potential new business model that would actually help out everybody, even the customers. But, Roxy, what are you feeling about this? What do you feel about Scoob going on to HBO Max so soon?
It keeps fucking me up because I keep thinking you're saying like HBO Maxwell, and I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah,
But
they used to sell
they've
blank CDs, and now they got fucking streaming service.
but when it comes to this, like, well, I mean, I guess sure, go ahead. It's a move, but I'm just glad I saw it like for free.
Yeah.
I don't really know because I don't really pay for the streaming service, so I don't really have much to add.
Yeah, and I get
I
you.
don't pay for any streaming services. I just use Garrett's.
Yeah,
If we're being honest.
I mean, I'm in the same boat in that sense too, because I ain't gonna pay for some fucking HBO Max. But my issue is that when I go onto websites that can pirate this shit, the pirators are doing this to help out people because they're like, oh well, you don't want to wait 3 months, blah blah. They will stop putting effort into putting these out there on piracy-filled places if they know that if they just wait a little bit, it'll actually be out for fucking free on HBO Max. So it's like this is gonna affect the piracy realm too. And I'm sorry, I know like we should be against piracy. Personally, I gotta tell you guys, I'm fucking not. I am so not against piracy because like I'm sick of getting fucked over by people. But yeah, this can cause an issue with that. But I say this for last. Jet, what do you feel about your favorite movie of the year being on HBO Max? Do you think that's gonna ruin shit? How do you feel about this?
I mean, I'm not seeing it again. They can do whatever the fuck they want with it.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to see it again.
Has your hatred went down a little bit for your good old Scooby Doo?
For Scooby-Doo in general, no, I still dislike Scooby-Doo. For this movie, still the same. Don't like it.
How about these Scooby Snacks? Or Scooby Knacks?
Are you? Oh yeah, Scooby Snacks.
Scooby Snacks, yeah.
Yeah, one F there. That's Scooby Snacks.
Yo, I just realized those are those waffle like wafers or whatever the fuck. I've seen those before. It's not too bad.
They're also delicious.
So are those actually dog food, or is that actually like just wafers?
I think they're wafers, and I think that's.
All right, so they actually did make dog food for a little while because my dog got addicted to that shit to the point that anybody says Scooby Snacks, he will crack out.
Oh shit!
But so they actually did have like the actual cartoon Scooby Snack treats, but they just continued them. Now for a little while they had like a candy or some shit that was either like a chip or like a biscuit or like something like that you get like at like
They
a
still
candy
have
store.
them, babe.
Oh yeah, so they still have them. So they're like little like sweet biscuits that are called Scooby Snacks.
Oh wow, okay. Well shit. Like I didn't know about that, but at the same time I like how you started off too, by the way. You're like, man, yeah, there was a time they used to make dog food. It's like as opposed to they don't make dog food anymore.
I mean, they stopped it. I don't know if they still make the boxes of Scooby snacks, but I know they discontinued it.
Yeah, oh poor Alex Hannibal just says Julian. I'm like, I don't know what happened. But yikes.
Are they trying to say like Julie needs dog food?
I don't know, but if you're trying to make us talk shit about him, don't worry. We will at the end of the show, probably. I don't know. I don't like that man. I don't like him very much, and hopefully, Alex Hannibal, you don't like him either, because if you do, nothing against you, but you will learn.
Wait, which Julian?
The green one, the guy who has a green screen that he thinks is just like a curtain. Like, you should get a green screen, man. Sure, yeah, I like the color green. No, the fucking never mind, Julian. But here's the thing, though.
Wait, he said that?
No, well, all he said was Julian and Alexander. But I'm just kind of curious, like, because Julian doesn't use his green screen. It's like that's the first time I've ever seen somebody who has a green screen and doesn't use it. It's fucking crazy to me. Sounds like they have a lot of expenditure cash. But aside from all that, because I'm not gonna go on a big rant about him, I have to lose my shit on something else here. Jet, I'm gonna start with you.
Oh my god!
I cannot stand that people.
Is this gonna go into a whole thing about sex again?
No.
We already did that at the beginning of the show.
I'm not. Bob will say I cannot stand that people are hyped about fucking Pokemon Snap.
Fuck you! I'm gonna get a Switch for that. All right, y'all hear it first. Ganja is buying a Switch for Pokemon Snap. They broke me. Nintendo's still a whore, and they worked with Nazis. But goddamn it, I'm gonna go pick Pokemon pictures.
And you still want to get it because you said you wanted to play Animal Crossing with me.
You damn right.
But wait, it's just pictures, man.
Pictures
you
of
got
Pokemon,
Go.
Bitch.
You have Pokemon Go. Jet, you have Pokemon Go. Roxy, you have Pokemon Go. What the fuck?
And you got a problem with that?
Yes, I got a huge problem with that. This is a fucking boring ass game. We're asking for fucking redos of Generation 1.
For 20 years, I want to play Pokemon Snap. I want to take pictures of fucking Jigglypuff and Pikachu dancing or doing some other shit in the wild.
Being cute as fuck.
Is that a problem?
It's a huge problem because that original on N64 was fucking terrible.
Oh, now you just a hoe.
That shit was awful, dude.
No, it was fun as shit. And I had fun, and I'm glad they're bringing it back with new Pokemon from the newer generation that I can also take pictures of.
Mm-hmm.
Ganja, I'll go ahead and further defend this, because...
defend what? It's Pokemon Snap. It's a great fucking game, dog.
Roxy, are you with me?
I mean, I'm here.
Did you like Pokemon Snap?
Yes, I like Pokemon Snap.
Damn it.
And I want to buy this game for my Nintendo Switch that I also did not pay for. It was a gift. He gave me a Christmas gift. God damn it. He gave me a birthday gift.
He's showing your birthday. Merry Christmas.
I mean, she is my present.
But looking at this, though, it's like, yeah, I know, that's gay. But the thing is...
But it's not gay. It's also true, but it's also kind of gay because our anniversary actually is on Christmas time.
Oh, well, that's just fucking wonderful. Like, I wish I had, like, a fucking soundboard be like, love is in the air, wah, 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 wah. But here's the thing.
No, because then you look away because you would expect a sex scene.
No, I wouldn't. Why would I expect? No, I'm not. No, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there. No, no. More,
I fear pee-pee.
No more sex stuff here. Here's the thing.
More pee-pee.
Good old fucking Pikachu. He's just sitting over here like, oh yeah, take a picture of me because yeah, it's worth fucking $60. That's the thing. They got like 5 fucking Pokemon things coming out. All of them are not even like fucking halfway done yet. They're like, oh, we'll have expansion passes. We'll have this. We'll have that. It's like, dude, Pokemon Snap already exists in your fucking phone and it's free. Why the fuck would this be an actual game?
No, it doesn't. It is not. It does not have them doing cool, cute little tricks out in the wild. It's basically just them doing the same moves over and over while you flick like a fucking Pokeball. This is different. It ain't the same.
Here's the thing. All right, maybe it's not the same, but it still fucking sucks.
Preach, Jet.
Look, I understand. All right, like I get that I'm just a fucking big grumposaurus over here just talking shit about Pokemon, but at the same time, it's like with all the things that we want to see out of Pokemon, we want to see another Poké Tournament. We want to see a fucking first generation remake. Shut up, Jet! Don't you even fucking do what you're gonna do, and you're gonna be like, oh, we already had that much times. No, they've all been bad.
How many times the first generation got remade over and over again?
Yeah, but technically half of them don't really count.
Everything.
half of them don't really count because Fire
Yes,
Red
they
and Leaf
count.
Green, that counts.
You literally got Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. There's a remake of the first generation with basically anime, like parts of the anime incorporated into it.
Listen, all I'm saying is that when Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu came out, that's not a fucking remake. That's Pokemon Go with the first one, right? And then like Leaf Green and Red, like that counts as one remake because the thing is like those games came out at the exact same time, just like the originals did. Like fucking like, do you count Yellow as a remake of Red and Blue? Like it's not. It's just fucking a colored like whatever the fuck version. Like it's different.
And that's also getting remade soon, by the way.
And then there we go. But show me that shit. You know, give me that, and then you guys can have your little fucking I take pictures. Like fuck all that.
No.
It's terrible. Makes me fucking mad. Salvador, fuck you too,
Another
but I love you.
Pokemon Ranger. They still haven't gave me another Pokemon Ranger, but you know what? I'm getting Pokemon Snap. That's just as good.
Well, yep, it'll come out, and here's the thing. I'll end up buying it too, probably, because I'm a fucking sucker for Pokemon, but we'll see what the fuck. Good, Chris Brown says Nick can lick my Pokeballs.
You can.
Oh, man. Well, here's the thing, guys. We're going to get the fuck out of here. We're going to go into after hours, hang out with you guys. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome. I'm so glad that everything worked today. This is the first time it's worked all fucking week. Everybody that's in here right now, even if you don't like my opinions and you hate my stance on sex scenes and Pokemon Snap, I appreciate you guys chilling with us for as long as you have. We will see you tomorrow for the pre-show. But before we get the fuck out of here, there's this other show that if you feel so inclined, you can also follow. It's called the Metropolis Collective. Gandra, why don't you tell them what's over there, where to find you?
Well, on that Metropolis Collective, you can check out my show with the great Birdman, the great Ruthless Wonder, called the Illuminati Podcast. This week, we had some special guests come through because the great Ruthless Wonder is feeling ill, so we had some beautiful guests come through, and I just dropped my phone all on my toes, and it hurts.
Aww.
But the guest that came through is, of course, the great Cedric with his Metro Podcast coming on there, give us some good old analysis on his ideas of race and the Black Lives Matter movement being used by certain politicians basically to get ahead in politics, as well as we had the great Miss Roxy come on to talk about the new DACA decision by the Supreme Court. So make sure you go check out the new episode coming out, as well as subscribe and like to those channels and anything future content you might like. My toes.
Yep, he really did hurt them. I heard that shit. It was like, it was crazy. But here's the thing, though, guys. We love you so very, very much. Thank you for chilling with us. I super duper appreciate it. And Cedric's show is not little at all. It's really big and juicy. It's a sports show. Go watch it.
Big fat
He has
boy
a little ass
show.
shoe, but a big ass
I got a big boo. He has a little shoe.
Boot in the shoe.
It's in the chat right there. My little ass shoe.
My little ass shoe. And show. Show my little shoe. Oh, Jesus Christ. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye. Good night.